Welcome to Blazing Bullets. Today we're going to take a look at the my Smith & Wesson 500 Magnum, and what I'm going to do is try to polish it up. When these come, when you buy these I've already kind of polished this up a little bit, but if you can see right there, this hasn't really been touched up too much, and the cylinder really hasn't either. So I'm not sure why that's so shiny right now, but this part I did do somewhat here. It still needs more to it. Also up this rail here. This is a stainless gun. You can actually give it a pretty good mirror finish to it when you're done. I guess it takes them a lot of time and stuff to do that from the factory, so they don't actually polish them up. It's up to you if you want to polish them or if you don't want to polish them. Some people don't care. I prefer it kind of to be polished. I actually did the back a little bit, but there's several things that you have to do to these first before you do that, and this is actually put together. I did this last night, some of this. You actually have to take this screw off here to take off the grip. You can take off the cylinder release, and you can actually remove the cylinder by removing a screw here. I believe this is just the only screw right here that you need to remove the cylinder with. And I won't bore you with all that detail. I'm going to strip it down here a little bit, and when I come back, we'll have some of the parts off it, and then we'll try to clean up some of the parts. I'll show you what the process is to do with it. Really all you need is a Dremel tool. You can see how black that is already. It comes off here pretty black. I can give you a fresh one here when I come back, because I'm going to probably be changing that off, because it's a messy job. Let's put it that way. And I use my Flitz polishing cream. I guess any kind of polishing cream will do. You don't really need to use Flitz, but that's what I have. Now, let's get this stripped on. Alright, welcome back. And like I said, we had to strip this down. This is the cylinder that holds your rounds in it. This is your grip. Comes off of here. This one's a little bit different. My 357 doesn't, I don't believe, has this little thing at the bottom. I believe this screws into the frame there. Once you take out the cylinder screw, this actually slides out here. So don't think it, there's one little screw holding that all together there, because that's a lot of force there. But this actually, I guess you can't really see it. It's kind of hard to see, but this actually, I'll show you on top. This actually slides out of here like that. It slides out this way. The little screw is actually just like sort of a set screw that holds it in there. And actually the frame part right here actually holds the cylinder from blowing out at you. Here I will show you that you see that little crack right there. Now, when I first got this, I was thinking, oh boy, this thing's damaged. Not even paying attention to see the screws are here, and I'm sure this all comes off of here. You could probably get to the trigger group that way. First thing off the bat, I'm just going to say to new people that not to worry about that little crack there. If you pay attention to screws and stuff, you'll see that that's actually a little cover there. Anyways, we're going to get the Dremel tool together. This is what a nice fresh wheel looks like. This is what it looks like when you're done. It gets a little bit black. Oh, let's get to polishing a little bit. We'll polish here some more, because it definitely needs a lot more on there. I'll have to get to the cylinder, but I have to still take it apart a little bit more to get the cylinder completely apart. And actually, it's fairly shiny. I was surprised at how well this one came out versus the rest of it. This is the only shiny part. And I'm gonna have to see if I have an old picture of it, because I should have showed this before I even started with it. Never thinking that I probably would have done a little video here on it, and maybe someone might need a little bit of help on doing this. You really have to take your time here. It's just nothing light. You know, when you take the Dremel tool here, you want to go really light on here. You don't want to have the Dremel tool slide off and, you know, catch on here and start, you know, ripping up all the metal there, because then you're really going to have yourself a mess. Shining it up is just going to make like putting earrings on a pig. And actually I've taken off the little cylinder release as well, right there. Oh, let's get the shine in here, and I'll try to. This is a little bit too messy to show too much of it, because your hands are just like black. I don't really feel like grabbing my camcorder with black hands, but I'll show some of it. Alright, as you can see, we got a fresh wheel. That ought to make things a lot cleaner. And the very next thing you want to do is take a little bit of the polish. And I'll show it on the easy part right here, because I've already kind of done most of this here. This is what I do with it. I just spread just a little bit on it. You don't want to get too messy. You don't want to get too much of this, because you don't want to. On this one, it has ports right here, so you got to watch the ports. I don't want to shove any stuff down. Oh, there it goes. It's gonna be a real bugger to get it out of there. You want to make just a thin layer of it. You don't need tons of it. Just a little bit. When you throw this wheel on there, it's going to go flying everywhere. So if you got tons of it on there, it's just going to go spinning off, and it's just going to be like a tire in a mud puddle. It's just going to be flinging it everywhere. So you just want to smear it around. I actually put a little too much. I didn't want to go that far with it right now, but you'll get the gist of it. Keep yourself some paper towels handy, because like I said, it gets messy. My luck all the time, the telephone rings and I got my hands full of junk, and I'm like trying to make my way to answer the telephone. So, and I'll just show a little bit here, and then I'll get back to work here, and I'll show progress along the way. Just gotta go late on there. You notice the wheels start getting dirty. And periodically you want to take the paper towel and take off the excess that you might not have got completely. You see how the wheel's starting to get black. Trying to do what I just did there and hit on there. Actually, it was just on the plastic part there, so not so bad. But you start getting metal to metal, you're gonna have problems. You don't want this on. This is not on real high speed. I mean, I can put this up way more than that. Just on low speed, you don't need nothing crazy. Just enough you can put some pressure on there and it doesn't stop the wheel. And that's pretty much all there is to it. You can see it's getting, you know, shinier and shinier. Lots of parts that I didn't get real great yet. I'll take the sight off of here too. Yep. Oh, that's it. I'll show the progress along the way here. Won't bore you with sitting here with that wheel, because I'll be here for hours doing this. This is not an easy job. It's not a short job. You know, you're gonna be going at it for several hours, especially if you want to do it right. You don't want to be do it half-assed, because, you know, the half-assed job looks cucky. You know, you're gonna make it look stupid instead of actually looking really nice. But these shine up very nice. I have my 357. I'll have to show that at the end. My son actually did that. So the other blades actually did that. And that's what we're going to do with it. And we'll shine her up and we'll show you what it looks like along the way here periodically. Alright, now you can see that we've gotten a little bit further with this unit. And it's got a lot of shining around there. And I still didn't get the top very as good as I wanted yet. It's a little bit difficult to get this top part here. It's I had the same thing with the 357. This is really, it takes a lot of times running the buffer over that to get that really shined up. We haven't done the cylinder yet. And I get that little spindle there, so it rides on there real nice and smooth. A couple other little parts in here, you know. It's the cylinder release, and we'll try to clean that up. I'll have to probably do that by hand. But all in all, it looks pretty decent. Just the top part. I gotta get back here some more. Back one here in case we get some hose grips or something with have this part showing. A couple little like half clamshell pieces, but she's moving along. Just thought I'd show it little piece by little piece. No sense of showing every single piece I do for it. But, man, my fingerprints are on there, but they shine up. Shines like a baby's bottom. Alright, we'll give you some, when we start doing the cylinder and stuff, we'll give you some step-by-step on that, but I just thought I'd show you this part. And I gotta find some pictures of it, what it looked like beforehand, before we got started here. Alright, little update. Okay, we're back, and this is pretty well finished now, I think. You can see how it shines now. It's pretty shiny. A lot different from when I first did it. It's really not that difficult. I don't believe so. It took me about maybe 10 hours, a little bit of flits, a lot of filthy hands. And I'll bring over its baby brother. That's my 357 that we did a little while back, probably about 7 months ago. That's a nice weapon too. We'll have to do a little review on that. And there's my little speed loader for the 357. That's the difference in the bullets. Well, quite a bit of difference. But there's my review and my polishing, and I think anybody can do this. I try to make things simple for anyone who's new to guns or anything like that. I don't believe this is a difficult situation to do. It just takes a little bit of time. You got to take some parts apart. You got to take the screw out of here. That drops the cylinder out, slides it out. And I took apart this sight here. Watch, there's a little captured screw underneath of there. If you're doing this, there's a little block nut underneath of there that sits and it slides. So I almost lost that little bugger. I was wondering what that was for, but I kept it. Never throw away anything until you find out what it's for. The grip comes off real easy, and there's a little screw at the bottom and screws that out. That's pretty much it. You know, the cylinder release is over here, and that's pretty self-explanatory. There's a little screw right there, it comes right off. And you just gotta kind of watch with your Dremel tool. If you're gonna be doing it with the Dremel tool, watch you don't slide and take off and then put a big mark across it. That's the only fear that you have. I'm getting fingerprint mark on here now, but she's still pretty shiny. They shine up real nice, I'll tell you what. I'm not sure why they don't do that from the factory, but I guess maybe some people like it kind of dull like that, but I certainly don't. Well, thanks for watching, and everybody please be safe. This is Blazing Bullets. Please like or subscribe to our channel. We try to keep things simple for simple folks. We're simple folks, so if we mislabel anything or miss anything, I'm sure we'll hear about it. Let's look at my comments. It's like when I call the kids, Charlie, Fred, Charlie, whatever your name is, Johnny, get over here. Have a good one.